YouTube. Today I'm going to be going over my Lightsworn Dragon Ruler deck for, what month is it? October of 2014. And yeah, it's going to be like a really standard build, but it's a really consistent build too. So I just wanted to show it off because I've been using this deck for a long time. So starting off with 3 Judgment Dragons. You're gonna always play 3 Judgment Dragons. Now I'm also running 3 Light Ray Diablos, and the 3 Light Ray Diablos is because having 3 is just like having an extra Judgment Dragon, considering it has 28 attack, so it's getting over most boss monsters, or at least trading, and then its effect is amazing for baiting out back row, for when you want to draw out like those annoying like bottomlesses or like even mirror force. It works on monsters too, so like you can return their monster back to the top of their deck, and then they're set back like an entire turn. So it's really evil. Then we have the 3 Dragon Rulers, and this is because of Eclipse Wyvern, which I'm using 3 of. No Redox, because Redox is only for Exceed plays. And you just use these guys as beaters, which is very nice, because they're cheap. And then I'm running 3 Necro Gardeners. Curry Volt or whatever that thing is called. I can't remember the name. The other one is good too, but if you're just trying to be like a budget player, then I'd go for this. I'm running 1 Curry Bandit. You can definitely play more. It's a choice though. I know some people don't like multiples because they get like cloggy a little bit later in the game. But you could run 2 more of these. You could take out Minerva, depending on how many you're running. You could take out a Necro Gardener. You could take out whatever, as long as it's not a main crutch piece. And I'm running 1 Honest though, because it's obvious, you know, Honest. Honestly, you should run that card. Triple Lumina, best Lightsworn in my opinion, because it lets you really go off. Getting like 2 of these in your grave and 1 in your hand on your first turn is almost always game. It's just so much advantage. Like if you could get like 3 of these and Garoth, they're like the game's pretty much over. Like they're lucky to come back from that. Very lucky to come back at all. I'm running 3 Minerva because this with Garoth is just insane. It's so much advantage, and it's a great card to mill. It's a Lightsworn. If you actually do have all 8 names in your graveyard, then you can just add JD to your hand. I'm running exactly 8 names, I believe. So we got triple Raiden. This card is amazing. It's almost as good as Lumina. First turn you could say that it's better on its own than Lumina because it just mills 4, and Lumina only mills 3 if it doesn't have a play. So after that we got triple Lila. The triple Lila, I was running 2 for a long time, but I like triple because it's mills 3 at the end phase, and you don't have enough cards that do that sometimes. Plus, it's great for baiting out like random back rows like torrentials, and so that's what lets you OTK through back row is the Lilas and the Diablos. And yeah, it's just an all-around good card. For 1-ofs of Lightsworns, I have 1 Wolf. Having 1's not cloggy because you're never gonna get, like, you can't. Running 2 gets cloggy. Running 3 gets really cloggy. But just running 1, it's always gonna be like an easy discard outlet. You'll just be like, okay, yeah, I got a Wolf. I'll discard the Wolf for Lumina. I'll discard the Wolf for Recharge. I'll discard it for whatever. And then we got 1 Jane. I was running 2, but I took it down because I found myself not liking the only milling 2 cards, replaced it with the Lila basically, because milling 3 is always better than milling 2. 1 Gyarados. I was running 2 Gyarados, but I cut it out for, I think it was the 3rd Necro Gardna. No, the 3rd Eclipse Wyvern. That's much better, having 3 Eclipse Wyverns than having 2 Gyarados. And 1 Aaron, because it's a really great card for defense position monsters at all times. You can always search for it with your charge if they have a defense position monster, and then you just mess it up. So next we're running staple 1 charge, triple recharge, always triple recharge, and triple breakthrough skill for those annoying monsters. And you can also discard this for Lumina to special summon a monster, and then the next turn you can use it. But yeah, breakthrough skills are great for this deck. So that's exactly 40 cards, 8 names. And yeah. And my side deck, or my extra deck, is a little bit ghetto. You gotta have the messed up token, the inappropriate token. Here, let me bring it up here. The glare. And it's actually, I have 2. I don't know what this is from. It's from Angel Beats. Yeah, I just saw it in someone's binder and I was like, give me those. And like, yeah. So I'm running a Stardust and a Colossal Fighter. Jewel Dragon Archfiend is an amazing card, and I would definitely use that if I had it. I'm running 3 of these guys because I can. It's a great, very powerful card. It's another Lightsworn name, actually. So that's 9 names total in the deck, which is great. Running a Utopia, Gemini Pearl, a Cowboy, a Leviar, a Zen Mains, even though this card's bad now. Tempo, good for Ophion. This thing, just I like the card. It just looks cool. Look, it's ultimate. Ultimate rare. This card, I don't know why I have this card, but I do. And then this thing, this should be something else. These should be rank 7s. But yeah. And I would definitely not run Acid Golem. But that's my 15 card extra deck. That's budget players extra deck. That's an extra deck that most people could get their hands on. Alright, my side deck is a little better. So for the side, I'm running 1 Mew. No, I'm just kidding. I'm running triple MST for a side deck card. These have to come in almost always game 2 because of the massive hate people keep for Lightsworns. I'm talking like Light Imprisoning Mirrors, Macro, DeFi, and anything else like not goes and match Rivalry of Warlords. That kind of messes up this deck. 2 XY Xeon Cores for Evil Swarm, because Evil Swarm is evil, always. Then I'm running 2 Royal Decrees. I would run 3. I don't have 3 though, so that sucks. This goes in against, floodgates and really trap heavy decks. Decks that cannot side out of their traps, this will go in for. And if they have the MST, they have the MST. If not, then they're kind of screwed. And then I have a lot of monsters, actually. I have 1 Grand Mole. It's a versatile card, so I use it. Citing the triple Raikou. This is a great extra MST / monster removal built into 1 card. So, and it supports my archetype. So it's just a fantastic side card overall. Fantastic side card. This is for like the olden days kind of fossil dinas. These were for Samurai when Samurai was really popular, but now it works against decks like Frogs. Really like rogue matchups. This card's great in like the decks that go summon their whole field attack, when this thing's set, it'll blow them all up, and then you win the game, pretty much. It could be a Raigeki instead, but yeah, only one Raigeki. And I'm running a Thunder King. It's light. That's all it needs is a light. It's a light. It's a great card. It's light. And then my last monster, Light Ray Daedalus, which is for field spell decks, which I've shown before. So yeah, all in all, the deck's still powerful. It has some trouble against certain decks, like doesn't do that well against Bujin, to be honest, because Bujins always have answers with traps. But actually, it always depends on what the draws when it's when you're playing against Bujins, because if they don't get all their cranes and if they don't get their really good traps like the torrentials and stuff, then you could definitely pull it off. But it's hard when if your deck is drawing inconsistently. So yeah, we got pretty decent hand. Got the 2 Lumina and Diablos. So this turn you could always just go summon Aaron, pass, mill 1, 2, 3. So you already, if you see, there's like 22 cards that you want to mill in this deck. So yeah, you're always gonna be milling good stuff. So you got the JD, and then you pass. Opponent goes, assuming they kill the Lightsworn, because that's pretty common, killing the first monster. A lot of times it survives, however. So you got your graveyard. You could also protect it with Necrogardna, so you might have a really good field. Okay, let's say that we use Necrogardna and it survives. Turn 2. Normal summon. Activate. Then you get to summon. And then you could also discard either Honest or... Wait, did I even draw for my turn? I can't remember. Honest. You discard your Honest or your Diablos. I'll discard Honest and get Lila. Could use Lila's effect. And then you could end your turn, mill. How many cards is this? 1, 2, 3. This is 12 cards. Effect of Minerva. And then Aaron, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Activate Eclipse Wyvern. And then 3 more, and then Eclipse Wyvern. Well, Eclipse Wyvern first, I think. And then 3 more. 1. Necrogardna. So we have 2 JDs next turn. Say they kill all this. We got 1 Diablos to bait out a back row. Then we have Blaster to bait out a back row. We got 2 JDs to back it up. And we had a Necrogardna. So let's say this one survived. Probably survived. Now, you could activate this guy's effect, and then that's going to set them back. Okay, then let's assume they have a torrential set still, so they had all the back row. You summon this, and then they torrential.